NBA ranks video. I'm really excited for this one. I hope y'all like it too. Today we have shortstops, and there's not much more to say. I like this video. Let's get it. Okay, to start these rankings off, for shortstops, we have D. Gordon at 30. By the way, these jerseys are, I don't know. I don't mind them, but they kind of look weird. He's just fast. Kind of fields, doesn't have the hitting anymore. I think he's getting replaced this year. That's D. Gordon. At 29, we have Orlando Arcia. He's picked up the bat in the past couple years, but he's mainly been just an incredible defender, and he is a, absolutely stud in the field. I think he is diamond fielding in the show. But yeah, he's a good defender, not so hitter. That's him. And then at number 28, we have Freddie Galvis. And Freddie Galvis is just getting up there in age, I'm pretty sure. And he can hit the ball for sure, and his fielding's alright, but he's not the all-around shortstop you want right now, so that's what puts him at 28. And then at 27, we have Jose Iglesias, and I think he's just super old. I don't know why he's still playing. He's still, decent. I mean, he's better than two other guys, but just, like I said, decent, not very great at any particular thing. He can field the ball. He can do what you need to do for a shortstop right now. Nico Goodrum, I think he's starting at short for Detroit this year because, according to that website I use, and he's a utility guy mainly. He can do his job when he needs to, but not the guy you would necessarily enjoy having. At number 25, we have Brandon Crawford. He's maybe the most overrated shortstop in the league right now. Because he can field the ball, which is good, but his hitting stats have gone down every year, and he's really just hasn't been very great over the past couple years for sure. But he can still do his work for the Giants right now. Kevin Newman, a really underrated rookie from last year, comes in at number 24. I haven't seen much from him, but I know he's good. I just haven't seen much from him, so that's what puts him at 24. I still think he's a pretty good shortstop, though, for sure. Then at 23, we have Ahmed Rosario, and he's fast, and he can play. His defense isn't very great. That's the one thing. His defense isn't great. But his hitting, he can hit for contact sometimes, maybe home runs. You really just don't know when you get Ahmed Rosario. He's still young, though. That's a good thing. At 22, we have Dansby Swanson, a really good fielder. He usually starts off, amazing. He looks like he's going to be the best shortstop in the league. And then he really just dies. He falls back down, doesn't do great in the second half. Let's see if he can turn that around this year. But Dansby Swanson, 22 for the Braves. At 21, we have Didi Gregorius. I think he would be higher if he was still at Yankee Stadium. But the thing with him is lefty. He used Yankee Stadium to benefit him. His defense is not there. And you would I think he's decreasing too. So, Phillies, I don't think you have a bad signing. 20, we have Elvis Andrus of the Texas Rangers. Elvis Andrus is declining for sure. He's already past his prime. He was good in his prime, but now he's just a mediocre, pretty average guy. I wouldn't hate to have him on my team, though. And then at 19, we have Paul DeWong, and he can hit the ball for sure, but his defense isn't there, and I would like to see more out of him this season. He was supposed to be a pretty good shortstop, and I haven't seen very much out of him, which I would like to see to make him any higher, but that's number 19. Number 18, we have Willy Adames. I really like Willy Adames. He's really young as well, so he'll definitely move up on this list, I know for sure. But, like I said, he's still young. He had a great season last year. It was his breakout season, and he can field the ball, show signs of hitting. I like Willy Adames. At number 17, we have Corey Seager. I know y'all think this may be a little low far from the first for Seager, but the thing with him is he gets injured. He's a good shortstop, but if he can stay away from injuries, I could see him being a lot higher. I always have him in fantasy, and he gets injured, so that's why. And number 16, we have Andrelton Simmons, pretty much Orlando Arcia, but maybe, he's maybe one of the best shortstops at fielding ever. He's a really good defender, but his hitting stats are a bit better than Arcia, so that's why he's up a little more, and he's been a good defender for a while. At number 15, we have the speedy Alberto Mondesi. You would think he's kind of like D. Gordon, but he actually somewhat hit a couple, somewhat hit home runs, steals a lot of bases, great defense. I really like Alberto Mondesi for sure. Contact is there as well. And at number 14, we have Eduardo Escobar. Some people may see him as a third baseman. I think he'll be playing shortstop. And he really turned his career around last year. Came into Arizona and just destroyed the ball. I really like Eduardo Escobar. And I think 14 is a good spot because there's a lot of good shortstops in the league currently. And that brings us to number 13, which I have Bo Bichette, son of Dante Bichette. And he was a rookie last year, and he came up sort of late. I don't think he started off for them this season, but he was amazing. His fielding could use work, but it was still good for a rookie year, and his hitting was great. I like him. Number 12, we have Jonathan Villar. It stinks that he got traded to Miami, but if he gets traded to the Brewers, they're going to be a great team. He has the power, he has the speed. Fielding could be better, but sometimes he can play some second base as well, so he needs to go to a contender. But number 11, we have Tim Anderson, the batting champ for the American League last year, and he just hits the ball. He hits the ball amazingly. Defense could be there, but yeah, he had a breakout hitting season last year, which is pretty amazing. And that brings us to number 10 with Jorge Polanco. Jorge Polanco is a great hitter he's like a great shortstop for this Minnesota Twins team. And all he has to do is hit the ball pretty good for contact, get on base, so all those power hitters can knock him home. That's Jorge Polanco. And at number 9, I have Xander Bogaerts. Some of this may be because I dislike the Red Sox a lot, but he's a good fielder, and he can hit the ball very well, so he's pretty all around. I just don't see him being better than any of the guys ahead of him, so that's why he's at 9. And at number 8, we have the second-year Fernando Tatis Jr., son of, who is his dad? I'm not going to mention that right now. But Fernando Tatis Jr., he got hurt last season, but if he didn't get hurt, he might have won Rookie of the Year. He was playing fantastically, and I really like Tatis. At number 7, we have Carlos Correa. Even with the cheating scandal, his apology was really bad, but I think he's still a great power hitter, great arm, great fielder, great all-around player. Let's see what happens when there's no cheating involved, and we'll figure that out. At number 6, we have Marcus Semien. I'm pretty sure he came in third in American League MVP voting, and he's really good shortstop. Ever since he got traded to the Athletics, he's been very good, very, very good. He can hit the ball, he can field the ball, all-around guy that you'd want. At number 5, we have Gleyber Torres. His fielding is pretty bad, I know, but I've seen clips of him where he's been working on fielding this year and trying to get better at that. We all know about his hitting. He just absolutely, probably one of the better, second best, first best hitter for shortstops. And now at number 4, I think the most underrated shortstop in the league is Trey Turner. He's really fast, he has good contact, but usually the fast guys, they somewhat don't have power, but he can hit some home runs. He was a big piece to that Nationals championship team. That's why I have him at number 4. Going on to number 3, we have Javi Baez. I'm pretty sure Javi Baez is now not considered over or underrated because he is the cover athlete of Show 2020, but he's a great defender, great hitter, pretty much what we'll say about these last few guys as well, but he's a good all-around guy. Not better than these two, though. Trevor Story, number 2, we have him at, and some could say, I think he's mostly a project of Coors Field, but his hitting stats are way from Coors Field are pretty good as well. You know about his fielding, good, big dude, cranks the ball, hits it a long way. Now for the number one reveal. It is Francisco Lindor. I believe Francisco Lindor is the best shortstop in the league. I know there are trade rumors. I don't know I would trade my best player for the Indians, but you never know. Switch hitter, great fielder. I mean, just amazing all-around player. And I really like him. I hope he doesn't get traded because I like him in the Indians uniform. But that. Alright, y'all made it to the end of the video. Make sure I know that you made it to the end of the video because I know you wanted to see number one. But that'll do it for the rankings today. And, thanks for watching. Leave a like and